It's not unusual that a lot of times the insurance company just doesn't want to pay for all the flooring. It could be a variety of reasons why, but we're going to talk about whether or not you are able to possibly get the insurance company to replace all the floors that extend to whatever part of the house if it's the same flooring. This is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. The most common type of claims you really have your floors damaged in is sometimes when you have these storms that come through, like hurricanes and down in Florida, or even some of the bad tropical storms, and you realize all of a sudden part of your floors are wet close to a window or in an area that you don't know how the floors got wet. That could be from cracks on the outside wall. These are difficult, but anyhow, I'm just talking about how your floors could be damaged. Obviously, if you have pipe break within the house slab, or if it's something coming from the kitchen or another area where there's pipes, bathroom. And then obviously any type of water lines that run from your appliances, laundry, sinks. These are more of the popular and common type areas of concern and where we see the majority of these type of claims where the floors get damaged. So you also have to take in consideration for the possibility of whether there's coverage or not. Coverage meaning that the insurance company will cover it because it's a condition underneath the policy. Your policy is a contract. So if they deem it a long-term leak, it's not going to matter. They're not going to cover it. But anything that happens suddenly, accidentally, okay, this is the exact term and phrase that you will see in your policy: sudden accidental overflow or backup of water. So when it comes to this matching, this applies to various other things, not only flooring, but cabinets, roofing. So sometimes policies contain an aesthetic floor damage exclusion. The wording is something very similar to that. Basically what it means is that if your floors are only cosmetically damaged, they won't cover it. So there'll have to be some fundamental reason as far as a performance of those floors. Now, when I say performance, meaning, okay, does it prevent you from walking across the house? Things of that nature. A lot of the state laws, as I mentioned, they're going to dictate whether there's a possibility your insurance company will have to pay to match the flooring. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. So a lot of insurance companies used to use, this used to be more popular, a company called ITEL. And ITEL, I mean, it's still around, but it's not, seemed like years ago it was a little bit more prevalent. So ITEL is a company where they try to match your flooring. So they got wood and laminate matching. They have everything, porcelain, all these different types of floors. All right. But not only do they do that, but as you'll see, they also do it for cabinets and furniture. Okay. And this is kind of their page where who they help: insurance carriers, they help adjusters, they help homeowners. They don't help homeowners. So without getting into all the details about this company, the insurance companies hire them so they don't have to replace your floors. And they'll look for the floors that this company might have in stock that matches your floors. I won't get into nothing too much more than that. We'll keep it very simple. So let's cover some of the states that are favorable to homeowners. If your state that you live in is not on this list, this won't apply to you, meaning your state has no matching benefits for your floors, cabinets, roofs to help you in a homeowner's claim. So your insurance company is likely, very strongly, very likely not to pay for anything but the repair to that specific section, which means they can actually put down almost anything. So Florida, California, Connecticut, Iowa, Kentucky. I mean, you guys see the states. Wisconsin of note. Now, I just glanced through all these. I didn't read, but for some reason I stopped and looked at Wisconsin. And quite funny because they said that the insurance company only has to repair with like kind quality, but not identical. So I'm sure that's a fun one where there could possibly be some interesting lawsuits based on that language. So if they don't have to match, as I was mentioning on the last slide, you'll get compensated to repair that particular section of the floors that are damaged. A backdoor way to possibly getting all the floors covered would be if you have subflooring and that's damaged. Then you might possibly be able to put underneath law or ordinance coverage. Okay? So that's kind of a backdoor way. This gets a little tricky, so you have to have somebody represent you to do it that knows how to do it and utilize law or ordinance. And basically, it would have to be a building code that says you need to rebuild your subflooring. That could be a backdoor way to getting your floors covered if you don't have, and your state's not listed in that slide I just showed you. So overall, essentially, no matter what it states in the policy, some states are just not favorable to you getting all the floors replaced in a continuous way. If your flooring, let's say, goes throughout your front room, living room, kitchen, you have the same flooring and it's damaged in your kitchen, and you're not a state to where the insurance company has to pay for that, then they're only going to pay for that section. My name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in Florida. If you have any questions, you need help with the claim, this is how you can get in touch with me. Thank you.